Hello, I'm JD Simo of the band Simo. Pleasure to be here with you and all the readers and watchers of Guitar XTREME. Going to, with this 1960 Les Paul, going to play a couple of licks for you. One slightly easy, one somewhat intermediate, and one a little more difficult. So I'd like to start with just something very simple, B.B. King, just like what I just played on a record called Live at the Regal, which is one of my favorite records of all time. He plays a song called Sweet Little Angel on that, and he's playing in C sharp, which I like a lot. It's a horn key because B.B. had a lot of horns in his band, and so he would a lot of times play in C sharp and E flat and keys that are good for the horn. And just that very simple, very elegant way of getting into a slow blues, as it were, where you're really the lick itself is easy, but it's about your finger vibrato is the most important thing on this. So it's that phrase is verbatim what he plays on that, and it's hugely beneficial, like I said, with the finger vibrato, which can take a long time. So slow, if I can play it slower, it's slow to begin with, but so with that phrasing, what I would also suggest you do to make that be as musical as you can is to work on your finger vibrato, where that just try and make it very linear and very sweet, if you will, It seems easy, but it's not, and that right there, no matter how technical you can get, if you have good finger vibrato, like B.B. or like later guitarist Paul Kossoff or something, that right there is what really hits me in my heart. So, okay, lick one. Lick one, B.B. King. Okay, now lick two. We're gonna do something with the bottleneck here. I use there's a company in the States called Coricidin. It made cold medicine. And so I use this. I use it on my third finger. If it feels better on your middle finger, be polite. If it feels good on your pinky, whichever feels right to you. I really like harmonica players, and Duane Allman, who was in the Allman Brothers band back in the late 60s, early 70s, I thought was really great at sounding a lot like a harmonica, if you will. And so we're going to be in the key of D, and so starting from the 12th fret on the D string, I'm sliding off to a flat 7. Very simple. So if you're playing in 4/4, so one more time. Something for Duane Allman. So lick three is a bit faster one, and as my mate here mentioned, it's kind of a tip of the hat to the great Danny Gatton or the great Les Paul, whose guitar I'm playing. If we're in the key of E, this lick goes like this. Turn up a little bit. And what I'm doing is, there's your tonic, your barred E chord. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking my index finger across the 9th fret, where I'm basically kind of barring this, if you will, and I'm taking my pinky on the 12th fret, and I am, so I'm only picking the 1st and 3rd beat, if you will, and I'm pulling off with my finger. And it's kind of like a ride cymbal. It's like, it's kind of like a big band, kind of as if you were playing a ride cymbal if you're a drummer. Because a lot of this stuff with phrasing, it's about where you place emphasis of the rhythm. And obviously most of the time you're playing in 4/4 or 6/8, if you will. And so it's about knowing how to kind of bounce, if you will, off those beats. And so again, if in context, if you're playing 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, and in context, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, one more time.